When I was little, I had several idols: Bruce Lee, Michael Jordan, Diego Maradona. Now I have a new idol. Not in a million years would I have ever thought that I would say this, but Elon Musk is my new hero. Finally, someone has the courage to call out the members of Congress and even the President of the United States. Enough is enough. Elon Musk and Warren Buffett are on the same page.
I could end the deficit in 5 minutes.
How?
You just pass a law that says that anytime there's a deficit of more than 3% of GDP, all sitting members of Congress are ineligible for re-election.
Picture this. Elon Musk backed Donald Trump. He promised that he would cut $1 trillion from government spending. As a result, he destroyed his reputation, he tarnished the Tesla brand, saw the stock price take a nosedive, endured public protests, all to save America's ship from sinking financially.
The reason we're doing this is because if we don't do it, America's going to go insolvent. We're going to go bankrupt. And nobody's going to get anything.
And then the president and Congress come up with the big, beautiful bill to wipe out all of his efforts. Elon Musk has had enough, and now is creating a lot of chaos, and I'm loving it. In this video, you're going to learn why what Elon Musk is doing is so important, and why the majority of your problems that you want fixed are actually caused by the government. My name is Mariusz Konieczny, and I've been investing in the stock market full-time for 16 years. I'm also the founder of microcapexplosions.com, which is a private membership website for small and microcap stocks. We find unknown stocks before they become popular. We all want the same thing. We want to provide for ourselves and our families. We want to pay low taxes. We want to have health care. We want to be able to afford homes. We want our kids to have access to good education. We want safety net when we retire and can't work anymore. And we also want low inflation. We will never have that if we keep electing individuals to our government that keep making things worse, and we don't even understand why. Do you think that this is a coincidence? The majority of people in the United States can barely put food on the table? Do you think this is a coincidence that we can't afford to buy homes because interest rates are too high? Do you think this is a coincidence that our money buys us less and less every year? We have financially illiterate voters, financially illiterate politicians, and I don't even know what to call our president, because he's definitely financially literate, but maybe he just doesn't care. The cause of our problems is this. Over the last 100 years, our government balanced its budget about 10 times. That's it. Every other year, no matter who the president was, the government spent more than it brought in tax revenues. The difference created our enormous debt and inflation.
The real tax on the American people is what government spends. If the federal government spends $450 billion, and only raises $400 billion in taxes, who do you suppose who pays that other $50 billion? Do you suppose the tooth fairy does? Inflation is, from this point of view, a form of taxation. If government spends more than it takes in, it has to meet the difference, either by printing money or by borrowing from the public at large.
Today, the US national debt is approaching $37 trillion. This means that close to $1 trillion goes for interest payments alone. Let me put this in perspective. In 2024, the government collected $4.9 trillion in revenues. Interest rates payments alone were almost 20%. The interest expense is more than spending on defense, it is more than spending on Medicare, it is more than spending on Medicaid. Imagine your life. Would you like 20% of what you make going into paying interest on credit cards? But this gets even worse. In 2025, $7 trillion of debt has to be refinanced. And guess what? Interest rates are higher today. Very soon, we will be spending 50% of tax revenues on interest expenses. Then we can move up to 80%. There's going to be nothing left for anything else. We will become debt slaves. All these numbers that I'm showing you are public information. This is not something that I received in confidentiality. Members of Congress know this. The president knows this. And what do? They come up with a big, beautiful bill, and they celebrate it as if they found cure for cancer.
Today, the House has passed generational, truly nation-shaping legislation.
As the Speaker said, it truly is morning in America again.
Our one big, beautiful bill fulfills the mandate for change we were given last November.
This one big, beautiful bill makes a generational investment in national defense.
We just passed the one big, beautiful bill. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on loans for American-made cars, tax relief for seniors. Make the Trump tax cuts permanent. We hold the woke elites accountable, and no taxpayer benefits for illegal immigrants who broke the law.
If I wanted to sink the ship of America, this is exactly what I would come up with. The big, beautiful bill is perfect for sinking the ship. It cuts the desperately needed government revenues, and it delays any spending cuts for like 5 years.
There are no cuts to Medicare and Medicaid. Zero. Nobody's cutting Medicare and Medicaid. They are applying a work requirement. So they're simply saying that if you're in that class of individuals who are not in retirement, you're going to have a work requirement in order to collect Medicare and Medicaid. So there are no this has been a bunch of headlines coming out of the left media going, oh, they're going after Medicare. No, they're just getting rid of people that are basically fraudulently collecting Medicare and Medicaid.
But instead of naming it Big Beautiful Bill, I would name it Big Beautiful Titanic. I would also request the debt ceiling to be scrapped. And finally, our president came to the same conclusion.
Donald Trump writes, quote, I am very pleased to announce that after all these years, I agree with Senator Elizabeth Warren on something. The debt limit should be entirely scrapped to prevent an economic catastrophe.
We should get rid of this debt ceiling altogether.
I think this is a fantastic idea. You see, both Democrats and Republicans want to sink the ship of America, and having a debt ceiling is such an inconvenience. Let's just eliminate taxes altogether. I mean, nobody wants to pay them anyway. I mean, if lower taxes stimulate the economy, let's make it grow really good by eliminating them altogether. Let's double the budget for defense. Well, we need a strong military, right? Who knows what Putin or North Korea are capable of? How much should we spend on military? The answer is always more than the year before. And seniors, well, they're the ones voting for us, so we can't touch their Social Security. God forbid touching their Medicare or Medicaid. What about the deficit? Well, screw the deficit. If we can't find the buyers for our debt, we can always have the Fed print us some money. If you are as illogical as me, meaning you actually don't want the ship of America to sink, here's what I would do. I would do exactly what Warren Buffett is saying.
I can end the deficit in 5 minutes.
How?
You just pass a law that says that anytime there's a deficit of more than 3% of GDP, all sitting members of Congress are ineligible for re-election.
However, I would add 2 more things to this. 1, if the target is not met, the President of the United States gets impeached immediately. And 2, Americans who voted for these people would lose any social benefits, Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid for a period of 4 years. That way, all parties are responsible for irresponsibility: the politicians, the president, and the voters. It is 2025, and I can't believe that we are even having a conversation like this. And this is not political. I am only supporting Elon Musk because he's saying the right things. I'm opposing what Trump or Congress are doing because they are doing the wrong thing. Why is this so hard? Spend less than you bring in. This will eliminate inflation, lower interest rates, create good jobs, lower taxes, and improve the lives of all generations. But we can't cut Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. Whoa, wait a minute. When you politicians get elected, you promise all sorts of things. You never deliver, you just lie. So why not lie to the seniors too? Reduce their benefits, reduce spending on defense, and problem solved. And we will all live happily ever after. In summary, Elon Musk is my new hero. Am I hoping that Trump was not the president? No, because the other one was just as useless as he is on this specific issue. And I'm glad that Elon Musk is creating so much chaos around this issue. Maybe something will come out of it, but I doubt it. Because you need three entities that need to want to change: the voters, the politicians, and the president. And right now, they all live in La La Land. Thank you for watching.